Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of Bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want Bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.
She's online now. What is it? Right, that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
Spanish ones? They're the first four. So I need to call them.
I wonder if he knows.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Sotomayor, certified federal interpreter, already sworn. 1 second while I connect to the headset.
Okay. Let's get the attorneys' names on the record.
Brenda Eugene on behalf of the State Attorney's Office.
Tisha George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
Sydney Van Elsberg on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
The defendant indicates that he can only hear on one side of the headset.
Your Honor,
But he can hear you. Yeah. Okay. So what is your name?
Connected.
Your Honor, I think the victim may also need the Spanish interpreter.
Okay. So the victims here also may need an interpreter. So does he do both of them?
Tu nombre, por favor.
Jocelyn Rosario.
No, perdón, el acusado, tu nombre. Acusado, tu nombre. No, yo te hablo por acá. Dime tu nombre.
Jonathan Rafael Jaime Canales.
Jonathan Rafael Jaime Canales.
Sí.
All right. You have a charge of battery, domestic violence, and a child abuse charge.
Tú tienes un cargo de agresión, violencia doméstica y de abuso de menores.
Appoint the Public Defender's Office.
Estoy nombrando a la oficina del defensor público.
And ma'am, did you want to say something?
Le pregunto a la señora si quería decir algo.
En el momento, pues, solo quiero decir que yo no temo por mi vida y que yo me siento bien en el momento.
Well, at this moment, I just wanted to say that I don't have any fear for my life and that I'm feeling fine right now.
All right. Any input from the state?
¿Algo que tenga que decir la fiscalía?
¿Perdón?
Good morning.
Buenas.
Buenos días, señora. Good morning.
While this case is pending, do you want to have contact with the defendant?
Mientras el caso está pendiente, ¿usted quiere tener contacto con el acusado?
Sí.
Yes.
Was DCF contacted regarding this incident?
¿Se comunicaron con DCF sobre este incidente?
¿Con quién, perdón?
With who? I'm sorry?
DCF, Department of Children and Families, were they
Con
contacted?
No.
DCF, el Departamento de Niños y Familias. ¿Se comunicaron con eso?
No, en ningún momento.
No, not at all.
If he were to return to the home, would you be okay with that?
Si él regresa a la casa, ¿usted no tendría problema con eso?
No, no tengo problema.
No, I have no problem.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Muy bien, pues no tengo más preguntas, su señoría.
Gracias.
No questions from defense, Your Honor.
Y no hay preguntas de la defensa.
Okay, on the battery charge, I will set your bond at $2,000 and then $500 on child abuse.
Muy bien, voy a poner una fianza de $2,000 en el cargo de la agresión y 500 en el caso de abuso de menores.
I order you to have no hostile contact with the victims.
Le voy a ordenar que no tenga contacto hostil con las víctimas.
And you want, ma'am, you want to reside with him?
Señora, ¿usted quiere seguir viviendo con él?
Sí,
Yes.
Okay, so I'll allow you to return home, but no hostile contact.
Muy bien, pues le voy a permitir que regrese a su casa, pero sin contacto hostil.
ok, gracias.
All right,
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
I have made probable cause to findings in all cases unless I state otherwise.
Y se ha encontrado causa probable en todos los casos, a menos que se diga lo contrario. Your Honor, the interpreter does not have the case number.
Case number is 2022 CF 2013.
2013, thank you.
All right, your name, sir?
John Paredes.
John Paredes.
Okay, and this is case number 2022 MM1148. Oh. Charge of battery, domestic violence. We'll appoint the public defender's office. And does the victim need an interpreter? Do we know?
¿La víctima necesita intérprete?
Yes.
Hablado, por favor.
Sí,
Yes. Te puedes quitar los audífonos. Yo te voy a traducir por los altoparlantes.
Okay, so what is your name?
¿El nombre,
Rosbel
señora?
González.
¿Perdón?
Rosbel González.
Rosbel González.
All right, do you want him to have contact with you?
¿Usted quiere que él tenga contacto con usted?
No.
No.
Okay. Anything from the state?
¿Algo que tenga la fiscalía?
No, Your Honor.
No, su señoría.
Okay, I will set your bond at $2,000. You're to have no contact with the victim, separate residence.
Muy bien, estoy poniendo una fianza de $2,000. No puede tener contacto con la víctima, tiene que mantener residencia por separado.
You may return to the residence one time only with a law enforcement officer to pick up any personal items.
Usted puede regresar a la residencia en una sola ocasión acompañado por las autoridades para recoger cualquier artículo personal que se vaya a llevar.
Your Honor, can I also ask for no drugs, no alcohol?
Su señoría, voy a pedir que no droga ni alcohol.
Are you not to consume any illegal drugs or alcohol?
Muy bien, no puede consumir ninguna droga ilegal ni ningún alcohol.
Am I supposed to scan something? All right, that's all, sir.
Muy bien, eso es todo, caballero. Se puede retirar.
Your Honor, did you appoint the public defender?
Yes, PD will be appointed on all cases unless I state otherwise.
Thank you.
El defensor público fue nombrado en el caso.
What is your name, sir? He's got the headset on.
Ponte los audífonos.
Juan Claudio.
Juan Claudio.
All right, you have a charge of battery, domestic violence. I don't see a victim here. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we'll set your bond at $2,000, no contact with a victim. no return to the location of the incident.
And I would also ask for no drugs, no alcohol.
Yes.
No, oh, okay.
He has a history of illegal drugs.
And Your Honor, DCF was notified of this incident, so I would also ask that he abide by any DCF plans that may be in place.
Right. Abide by any plan DCF may have in place as well. Public defenders appointed. Okay.
Your Honor, I need the case number.
2022 MM 1140.
Thank you.
Okay. What is your name? What is your name again?
Laura María Soberal Tanco.
Laura María Soberal Tanco.
Correcto.
All right, we'll appoint the Public Defender's Office, and this was a reset. There's not a victim here. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll set bond at $2,000, no contact with the victim, separate residence. Next one is McKee. That's all for her.
Your Honor, the case number.
2022 MM 111AW.
All right, I think that's the end of the interpreter cases.
Very well, Your Honor. You need to check any victim that might be.
You can make an announcement.
Thank you, sir. ¿Hay alguna persona que esté en el área del público que necesite traducción para dar testimonio? Por favor, levanten la mano.
One
Oh,
hand.
we got one hand up. All right, so we'll bring that one in next after this one? Okay, so we'll do, what's your name, sir?
Chief McKee.
All right, public defender is appointed. This is trespass on property after warning.
Yes, Your Honor. The offer from the state to resolve the case is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to the Citgo gas station located on East Colonial Drive in McGuire. I did speak to Mr. McKee. He would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest. May I approach, Your Honor? May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. It says he has 14 misdemeanors, prior trespassings. So I'm not inclined to take that plea offer.
Your Honor, it's showing me his last conviction was in 2020 for an open container, but he hasn't had anything since then.
Doesn't mean a whole lot to me. Several prior trespassings, resisting, stalkings, cannabis.
So are you asking for time, or you're just not taking an offer at all, Your Honor?
Well, I'd probably do about 10 days.
Your Honor, I just asked that you set a bond in this case.
All right, has a bond of 500.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Your Honor, I ask that there still be a no return to that
Yes.
gas station.
No return to that location. All right, what is your name? This is our interpreter case, okay.
Sorry, I didn't get the name.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
What is the last name? I can't.
Don't have that.
All right, you're here on a charge of false imprisonment, domestic, and we have a alleged victim here.
Muy bien, está aquí por un cargo de detención ilegal doméstica y tenemos a la alegada víctima aquí.
All right, what is your name, ma'am?
¿Su nombre, señora?
Daireni López.
Daireni López.
All right, do you want to have contact with him?
¿Usted quiere mantener contacto con él?
Sí.
Yes.
Do you have any fear of him?
¿Tiene algún temor de él?
No.
No.
Anything from the state?
Yeah, Your Honor.
No hay preguntas de la fiscalía.
All right, I'll set your bond at $1,000.
Muy bien, la fianza va a ser $1,000.
You have no hostile contact with the victim.
No puede tener contacto hostil con la víctima.
You want him to reside with you?
Señora, ¿usted quiere que él vaya a vivir con usted?
No.
No.
You want him at your residence at all?
¿Usted no lo quiere en la residencia para nada?
Bueno, quisiera como un tiempo.
Well, I would like to have some time before that.
All right, so you're not to return to the residence, no contact with the victim.
Muy bien, pues no puede regresar a la residencia, no puede tener contacto con la víctima.
So, Your Honor, it's no longer no hostile contact, now it's just no contact?
Así que ya no va a ser contacto no hostil, ahora es no contacto.
Do you want contact at all or just not hostile contact?
Señora, ¿usted no quiere contacto en lo absoluto o que el contacto sea no hostil?
Bueno, ahora mismo no, porque ahora mismo no, pero luego sí, porque somos casados.
Well, right now I don't want any, but later on, yes, because we are married.
Okay, so for now, there'll be no contact at all.
Muy bien, pues por ahora no va a haber contacto en lo absoluto.
No return to the residence. Your bond's
No puedes
$1,000.
regresar a la, no puedes regresar a la residencia y la fianza son $1,000.
This is case number 2022 CF 1998AO.
I missed the defendant's name.
What is your name?
Valle.
Valle, Alberto.
Thank you, sir.
Mhm. All right, public defender is appointed.
Se nombró el defensor público para que lo represente.
Okay, your name?
Pauline McNulty.
Would that be all for the interpreter, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm missing your name too, sorry.
My name?
Yes, sir.
Shoemaker.
Shoemaker. Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye. Okay, so this is a trespass on property after warning. Public defender will be appointed. Wait a minute. What is this? There's more than one charge. Trespass, so she's out on bond on these? All right, so you're out on bond on a DUI, on a petty theft.
This is it.
All right, anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Let's see what other history. Okay, based on your history there, I'm going to revoke your bond. We'll go to no bond on the 3964 charges, both of them. And your trespassing will have a $500 bond, no return.
I apologize, Your Honor. With regard to the out on bond cases, I have two. Do you have two cases that she's out on bond
It was
for?
two charges, one case.
I have two separate case numbers. I have a 2020 CT 6878, which is a DUI, which is also a VOP. And then I have a 2022 MM 616, which is a petty theft.
Yes, those will be revoked.
Okay, thank you.
There it was, okay. All right, your name?
Gerardo Betancourt.
Betancourt. Not a victim here. It's a battery on a person over 65 years of age. Public defender will be appointed. All right, I'm going to order no contact with the victim, no return to the location where this occurred. Set your bond at $5,000.
Your Honor, I would ask for no drugs, no alcohol.
All right, no illegal drugs or alcohol?
Your Honor, did you give a one-time return with law enforcement?
Yes. He may return one time with law enforcement only to pick up his personal items. Mental health, okay. Reset. Unless the PD just wants to take care of it.
Yes, Your Honor, I will waive the appearance.
Okay. Public defenders appointed, they waive the appearance. And aggravated stalking. What is this pretty serious set of facts? State, any input on this?
No, Your Honor, other than it appears that alcohol was also involved in this case. So I would,
firearms.
I'm sorry?
Yes, and firearms.
Yes, so I would ask for no firearms, no drugs, no alcohol.
All right, well, there are no firearms or weapons, no drugs, illegal drugs or alcohol. Of course, no contact, no return, no contact with the victim. Bond to be set at $10,000. Get the scan. All right, your name? All right, you're here on a battery, domestic violence, battery by strangulation. Public defenders appointed. Oh, we have a victim here. All right, your name?
Reba Keshwani. I'm the sister.
All right, do you want him to have contact with you at all?
Yes.
Are you in any fear of him?
Yes.
You're in fear of him?
Yes.
Do you want contact or no contact?
I do want contact by phone.
Back home?
By phone.
By phone?
Yes.
State? Anything?
Just one question, Your Honor. Good morning.
Morning.
Do you live together?
We do.
So at this time, you do not want him to return to the home?
No.
Okay.
I believe, can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. I believe he needs mental, like a mental institution or to be Baker acted. He has a history of bipolar disorder, depression. He was off of his medications and he's refusing to go to therapy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nothing else from the state, Your Honor.
All right, so the public defender is appointed. Ma'am, how many times has something violent happened before with you two?
Yesterday was the worst. One other time I just fell. He's been Baker acted 4 times and since the end of December in the last 2 months. This being the 4th.
Says he has a total of 8 battery charges.
No.
Maybe not with you, but it says battery times 8.
Are you? No, I think he doesn't have any. I don't.
Am I misreading that?
On the form that I have, Your Honor, it shows no history.
Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong page. Forgot to turn the page. Oh, did I? Where'd he go? Okay, much better for him. All right, so I will set bond at $2,500. We're going to have no contact with the victim.
Besides phone,
Why do you need phone contact?
I would like to talk to him. He's my brother. I just don't feel safe with him living with us anymore, but I think he can contact me.
Does he have access to emailing or texting or?
He can text me or email me, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll authorize contact by texting or emailing only. That way
Okay, sir.
we'll have it in writing, whatever he says.
Okay, that is fine.
And no return to the residence. Bond will be $2,500.
Your Honor, does he still need to, since you're allowing contact by text message and email, does he need to still sign the no contact?
Yes, we're going to put no contact with that exception. So if it's on there, I think there is electronic. You can scratch that out if you want. Or you can just write on there, judge authorized email and text messaging. And your emailing and text messaging, nothing hostile or violent. All right, what is your name?
Sheldon Lewis.
Mr. Lewis, it's a battery by strangulation.
Is the victim present, Your Honor?
All right, what is your name?
Aisha Martinez.
All right, do you want to have contact with him?
Yes.
You in any fear of him?
No.
You want him to reside with you?
We don't live together.
What's that?
We already don't live together. We don't live together.
You want him to come to your residence?
That's fine. But he doesn't. I go to his.
He what?
He doesn't come to mine, but I go to his.
All right.
Yeah.
So do you want me to order him not to go to yours?
Oh, no, I'm saying he doesn't already. Like, yeah. So that's fine.
Okay. All right.
If he does, it's fine. I'm sorry.
All right, I don't see any history he qualifies for pretrial release. Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to set your bond at $2,000. To have no hostile contact with the victim.
Your Honor, I would ask for pretrial release. My client currently is not working, and he has no criminal history. And given the victim's testimony here today that she wants contact, I would ask for pretrial release.
Have you ever called law enforcement before?
No.
Due to him?
No.
State?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
So no objection to pretrial release?
No, no.
Okay,
Can I
pretrial
say
release,
Can I say something?
same conditions.
I believe the victim would like to say something else, though, Your Honor.
He takes medication. I just think he didn't take the medication because I was sick that day. So he was trying to help me out, but, you know, I guess he needed his medication, but he tried to stay up trying to help me. So I think that's what happened, but I'll make sure that he takes his medication, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'll order you to take your medications too, as part of your release. All right.
Thank you.
All right, your name?
Jason.
All right, we'll appoint the public defender's office for you. All right, you have attempted first-degree murder, burglary, a dwelling with a assault or battery therein. aggravated battery with a firearm, shooting in a building, aggravated assault with a firearm, child abuse. No victim here. Of course, she might be in the hospital. Okay, let's see. It's going to be no contact with a victim. And you'll be no bonded on the attempted murder, the burglary of a dwelling with a battery therein. Those are no bonds. The aggravated battery with a firearm and throwing a deadly missile or shooting into a building. Those will each have a $10,000 bond. And the aggravated assault and the child abuse will have a $1,000 bond each. You're not to possess any weapons, any firearms, no contact with the victim.
Your Honor, I would also ask for no return and no contact with any witnesses as well.
All right, no contact with any of the witnesses as well. Do you have their names?
Witness.
Hold on a second.
Oh, actually, it's just victims that are listed. That would be Ruby Trujillo, Mary Elena Rayo, Nevar Trujillo, and Adelia Trujillo.
So no contact with the victim or those witnesses at all, 0. That means if you're in jail, you can't call them. No contact. You don't have anybody else contact them. Okay.
Marguerite Minnie Cielo. His mental health.
Mental health, okay.
And,
Reset, or does the public defender want to handle that?
yes, Your Honor, I will waive the appearance.
Okay.
Can you give the case number, please, Your Honor?
The case number is 2022 CF 2015 AO.
Thank you.
So these are domestic battery charges, one on an elderly person, and an aggravated assault. And the history has a lot of prior violence, it looks like, or at least one. So be no contact with the victims or any witnesses.
This is my brother, sir. I'm sorry. I thought this was my, I'm sorry. I apologize.
And there'll be a $5,000 bond on count 1 and count 2 and count 3.
Your Honor, are you also doing a no return?
Well, he's not going to be out,
I'm sorry?
so he'll have to have a bond here and you get out, right?
Didn't you just give them
Wait, let me see.
$5,000?
I might be thinking of the wrong case. These are bonds. Yes, no return, no contact. I was thinking of the guy, no bonded.
I don't know if they live together, Your Honor, but I would just ask for a one-time return with law enforcement.
Yes.
Use together.
One-time return with law enforcement. All right, what is your name?
Ryan Royer?
All right, Mr. Royer, there's not a victim here. You have battery on a person 65 years of age or older, domestic battery.
Again, Your Honor, can you give me the case number?
2022 CF 2016 AO.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to order no contact with the victim, no return to the residence. And then you're out on battery. (2022 MM 81 AA). All right, so that bond's going to be revoked. That's going to go to no bond at this time.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, you said the out on bond?
Right, he's out on bond on a battery, so we revoke that bond. Public defenders appointed, no contact, again with the victim, no return. We'll appoint the public defender on the other case too, if he doesn't have an attorney. It appears he doesn't, but. He doesn't?
He did.
He does? Oh, okay. He does have a lawyer. Okay.
Your Honor, did you give a bond amount for the new case?
Be $1,000, again, no contact. What's that? Yeah. So 1,000 on the battery, another 1,000 on the battery on an elderly person.
Your Honor, what was the bond on the second one? I'm sorry. Count two, I missed it. I know it's
$1,000 each.
Thank you. You want to tell him that you can?
Yes.
Not gonna.
Your Honor, is there any way I can be moved to a different jail, sir? I've been trying to get medical to look at my shoulder because I was in a real bad car accident 2 weeks ago. I've been going to physical therapy every day, and I was trying to get put in because I didn't feel safe in my life where I was at. The CO, I asked the CO to be gentle with me, and he didn't, and something popped in my shoulder, and all night and all today, I was refused medical attention. I still have not been fed, Your Honor, and I fear for my safety at this point with the COs, Your Honor, because they all make.
Well, you have a public defender now. She can look into whatever you need.
So now I'm really afraid for my life of being around some of these COs, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, your name?
Crystal Sanguinetti.
Okay, you're here on a charge of battery, strangulation, domestic, and what is your name?
Ariel Spillers.
What is it?
Ariel Spillers.
Okay, and you're the victim in the case?
Yes.
You gotta speak up for me.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to have contact with her?
Yes.
Are you in fear of her?
No.
You want her at your residence?
Yes.
Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
No history? Appoint the public defender, pretrial release?
Yes, Your Honor.
No hostile contact with the victim? Understand?
Yes.
All right. Going to be pretrial release. Okay.
George Strangton is mental health, Your Honor.
And I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. Aggravated child abuse, battery, domestic violence. No victims here, so there'll be no contact. The victims and no return to the scene. All right, there'll be a $5,000 bond on the child abuse, $1,000 on the battery. No contact, no return.
Can you give me the case number, Your Honor?
2022 CF 2017 AO.
Thank you.
All right, what is your name? What is your name?
Rohan Lal Amar Lal.
All right, this is 2022 MM 115AW, battery, domestic violence. And what is your name?
Vanessa Samad Amarlal.
All right. Are you in fear of him?
No.
You want him to have contact with you?
Yes.
Anything from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so public defenders appointed. This will be pretrial release. No hostile contact with the victim. Anything else, ma'am?
If I can just ask for no alcohol.
Okay. Not to consume any alcohol, 0. All right. If there were no alcohol, we would be out of business. We would. There wouldn't be any.
Brown is mental health, Your Honor.
Okay, so public defenders appointed.
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. Victim's not here, so no contact with the victim, separate residence, may return one time with law enforcement to pick up any personal items. Bond of $2,000.
Francisco Cabrera is mental health.
Okay, public defenders appointed.
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay.
There's a victim, Drew? Oh, Your Honor, I believe there's a victim.
Okay. All right, what is your name?
Good morning. My name is Tony Ann German.
All right, and you're the victim in the case?
Yes, but if I could say something, please?
Well, let me ask you some questions first of all.
Sure.
He wasn't brought over this morning. Are you in fear of him, or do you want to have contact?
I'm not in fear of him. I never have been. We have no history of domestic violence at all.
Okay. Let's see, no history. He's not here due to some mental health issues.
He has anxiety, and initially I called for medical services because he has asthma and anxiety, and instead police officers were sent, and he was detained. But I wasn't attacked. I wasn't hurt. I've never been hurt. We have a very healthy, happy relationship.
Says you told law enforcement he grabbed you by the neck.
No, I was pushed towards the neck area. It was accidental, but it wasn't like I was hit or I was strangled or anything.
Right,
Like that.
yeah, they said you weren't strangled.
Yeah, no.
You were grabbed, so to speak, by the neck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's
Which I think
bad.
was more like him trying to get help, like trying to grab me for help, but there's never been any history of violence.
Okay, so state he qualifies for pretrial release.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, so public defenders appointed, pretrial release. We'll order him not to have any hostile contact with you. So that means he can return home or whatever.
Thank you.
Okay. Next one is 2022 MM 89AA. All right, your name?
Stephanie Conklin.
All right, you're here on a battery domestic charge. Why does she not qualify for pretrial release? Do we know?
She could qualify, Your Honor.
She does?
And there is a victim, Your Honor.
All right, what is your name, sir?
Jonathan Hoover?
All right, are you in fear of her, sir?
No, sir.
You want her to have contact with you?
Yes.
Reside with you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so public defenders here, we'll go ahead and release you pretrial release, and we'll order no hostile contact with the victim. Asia Davis. This is 2022 MM 1146AO, battery. Victim is not here, so we'll order no contact with the victim. No return to the residence. You may return one time with law enforcement, pick up personal items. Public defenders appointed. And let's see. Davis. No pretrial release. Has history. Okay. It'll be a $2,000 bond set. Gonzalez, Monica? All right, this is 2022 MM 116AW, battery domestic violence. And no victim present. Public defenders appointed, qualifies for pretrial release, so this will be pretrial release. No contact with the victim at this point, of course, separate residence. If you reside there, you may return one time to pick up personal items with law enforcement. What is your name?
Your Honor, my name is Terry Lumpkin.
All right, I don't have an affidavit on this one.
Excuse me, sir. Am I allowed to
I'm
speak
talking
you?
to the state or,
Wow.
It's a PTR revocation form, Your Honor.
all right, it says there's a new charge of battery. But I don't have any facts here.
Your Honor, this is a Cody case. The co-defendant is Jocelyn Pollock.
Right.
It is the same affidavit or lack of affidavit for both of them. If you would give the state 24 hours, I
Yes.
can try to get the appropriate paperwork.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
So we'll give the state 24 hours.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Public defender will be appointed. Susanna Ortiz is next. This is 2022 MM 117AW. Battery. No victim here, so we'll order no contact, separate residence. Qualifies for pretrial release. We'll release you pretrial release. Again, no contact. And Pollock's next. We're going to have to reset that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Copy and paste for this one.
Oh, I may have one here on Pollock. Nope. That's somebody else. All right, Public defenders appointed on Pollock, 2022 MM 1150AO.
I believe this is the same one.
Right.
Oh,
So reset for 24 hours for PC.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, what is your name? Sailor. Battery domestic violence, this is 2022 MM 118AW. Or no contact with a victim, no return to the residence. Public defenders appointed. Bond will be set at $2,500. Tommy Willis.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see, no victim here. This is 2022 MM 1149AO. PD's appointed. All right, so no contact with the victim, no return to the scene. Funds $2,000. Birch is next. All right, this is an out-of-county warrant. Bond is set at $7,000. Brevard County, okay. Brian Germain, come on up. You have a out-of-county warrant out of Lake County, and there's currently no bond. And let's see, is there another one? Looks like there might be another one here.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Only one, okay. All right, Ann Farrell. Yes. Out of county warrants. Looks like Volusia County, currently no bond.
Your Honor, for Pharrell, she has a $1,500 bond.
There's a bond?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a bond there. It's marked no bond on the front. Okay, so 1,500 it is. Okay, he's medical. We temporarily appoint the public defender. Do you want to handle this?
Yes, I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. And this is a $10,000 bond out of Monroe County. Antonio Bell. No victims here. This is 2022 CF 1983AO. All right, there's, looks like 3 of these cases. This one's kidnapping, false imprisonment, tampering with a witness to hinder communications, assault, burglary of a dwelling, and battery. Okay, anything from the state on these charges?
Your Honor, kidnapping is a first-degree felony punishable by up to life. I would ask defendant be held no bond.
Yes, that will be no bond at this time. There's a burglary of a dwelling, and then there's a battery under that. Is that? Burglary with a battery, or charging them separate?
At this time, they are charging them separately.
All right, it's got an extensive history, so I'm going to place a $10,000 bond on count 2, 3, 4, and 5. No contact with the victims, no return to the scene. And then there's the 2019 CF 4284AO, violation of probation. There's no bond. And the same with the 19 CF 19860 VOP, no bond.
And Your Honor, just to confirm, count 1 for the kidnapping is going to be no bond?
Yes.
Thank you.
No bond.
Are you gonna do a bond on the battery charge, Your Honor?
I did 2,000 on everything else.
2,000 or
I
10,000?
mean 10,000. 10,000 all of them. That's what I did.
Clark is mental health, Your Honor.
Okay, public defender is appointed.
I will waive the appearance, Your
All
Honor.
right, it's no bond on a violation of probation. Is that all he has?
No, Your Honor, he also has the CF 1999 case.
There it is. All right, it's possession of meth and drug paraphernalia, bond set at 1,000 and 500. Anything else? Nope, okay. Moss, John Moss. John Moss the third, it looks like. Grand theft third degree motor vehicle. This is 2022 CF 1988AO. for no contact with the victim or any witnesses. And we'll set bond at $5,000. Okay, hold on, he's got more here. There's a violation of probation of 2016 CF 12136. That's a no bond. And is there more? Yes. 2019 CF 753AO, no bond on the VOP. And the 19 CF 1219AO, no bond on the VOP. Okay, public defender is appointed. All right. Michelle, Michi, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Tasha,
Yeah.
mental health, okay, the VOP.
And I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. So, no bond.
Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.
Eugene, on behalf of the State Attorney's Office.
Letitia George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
Okay.
Good morning.
So what is your name?
Zarita Simpson.
All right. We'll
Zarita Adrian Simpson.
appoint the Public Defender's Office.
Your Honor, in this case, the offer from the state on the city's behalf is a withhold of adjudication, credit time served. Ms. Simpson would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
Thank you.
All right, so the offer is a withhold of adjudication, and what else?
Credit time served, Your Honor.
Is that 2 days or one?
2 days.
2 days?
Mm-hmm.
Court costs, okay. I'll take no action on the cocaine case based upon the facts of this case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so tell me your name again.
Zarita Adrian Simpson.
All right, you have a charge of indecent conduct. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time? Have you had enough time to discuss everything with the Public Defender's Office?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody forcing you to plead today?
No, sir.
Did you read and understand everything on the plea form you've signed?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Yes. Does this mean I have to serve one more day?
No, you're done on this case.
Thank you. And I come back on the 30th.
Downtown.
Yeah, that's your other case. I'm not,
I just wanted to make that clear because I don't know which court. Okay, I did go to court downtown already.
all right, yeah, you have the Public Defender on the other case.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, so what is your plea to this charge? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept the plea, and I'll withhold adjudication. You have credit for time served, and there's court costs. I'll give you 180 days to pay that. If not, report to the clerk's collection program.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you. Is that where the 7-Eleven ambulance is, right? Downtown? Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, what is your name?
Luis Moreno.
All right, is this an interpreter case, or? Yes? Well, let's Let's see if we can give them a call here.
Good morning, this is Dalia Romero, Spanish interpreter on the line, already sworn in today.
All right, this is Judge Shoemaker. Let's see, how many of these do we have? 2? 3. Okay, so we have 3 interpreter cases. The first one is Hector, how do you pronounce your name?
Moreno Ortiz.
Okay.
Moreno Ortiz.
All right, and this is case number 2021 MM 8238W. It's a failure to appear. There was a bond set of $5,000. And let's see, we'll appoint the public defender, and that should, is there just one charge?
He also has.
No, there's a resisting, right? Yeah, there's a resisting charge. That is 2022 MM 1198W. The bond is $500. Public defender will be appointed. We'll appoint the public defender on both cases if he doesn't already have a lawyer. The other one? Okay, that's all, sir. All right, what is your name?
John Luis Nova Ruiz.
John Luis Nova Ruiz.
Okay, you have 2 new charges, one fleeing and eluding at high speed, and the other one driving license suspended.
Sí.
And
Yes.
we'll appoint the public defender on your cases. And on the fleeing charge, a bond will be $7,500. Suspended license will be $100. And you're out on bond. Looks like. On 22 CF 1992 AO, that will go to no bond. It's the one in the middle. Oh, it's down there. Okay, so it's a 2022 CT 266 AW. There's no bond, and then you have possession of, it looks like, oxycodone, 2022 CF 175780. Those will go to no bond at this time. Public defender is appointed. What is your name?
José Raymundo Rivera.
José Raymundo Rivera.
I have a Juan Pedro or Pedro Juan. Ina. Is that?
No, no, José Raymundo.
Is that him? That's the wrong one.
This is Mr. Rivera, Your Honor.
Rivera?
Raymundo.
Yes.
All right, clerk trying to mess me up here, but that's all right. Rivera?
Yes. Raymundo Rivera.
Raymundo Rivera.
What is the date of birth?
September the 1st, 1992.
93.
All right, we have two cases. The first one is 2022 CF 2003AO, aggravated battery. All right, we're going to order no contact with the victim, no return to the scene. Bond was set at 3,500. I'll stay that bond.
Yeah, what case number did you say? I'm so sorry.
What was that?
What was the case number that you said?
This was the 22 CF 2003AO.
2002.
I have a 3 and a 2. Yeah, you have both of them?
Well, I only have one case. I have 2002 with 2 charges, aggravated battery and criminal.
Yeah, and then 03 has another aggravated battery.
I don't think that's his case.
That has a different date of birth. Same name, but different date of birth.
Ah. Okay. That's a different, same name. Where that one goes. So, 22 CF 2002AO, aggravated battery, criminal mischief. Bond at 3,500 and 1,000. No contact with the victim, no return to the scene. Anything else from either side? Public defenders appointed on all cases?
Nothing from the state.
Mhm. We have a Spanish arraignment. All right. We don't have any information with it. All right. What is your name?
Hans Lor. Hans Lor. Sí.
Hans Lorro.
Okay, this is 2020 CT 5361AO. This is an in-jail arraignment. And looks like you have a charge of driving under the influence. appoint the public defender at this time.
Your Honor, I believe he has a private attorney.
Do you have a private lawyer?
Sí, yo tengo un abogado.
Yes, I do have a private attorney.
All right, and what's the attorney's name?
José Concepción. Concepción.
José Concepción.
Oh, I see Attorney Leopard. Okay, are these usually pleable, State, or are they not, or?
This is a VOP, Your Honor.
Oh, it's a VOP? Yes. 1 day and 6 days in the VOP. All right. So at this point, we're just going to set this for a court date of,
May 1st at courtroom 9. Madam Clerk, what division is that?
No te escuché. Que no escuché lo que me están preguntando.
I did not hear what you were asking.
your next court date is May 1st at 9:30, courtroom 9C. April? April the 1st at 9:30.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, is it May 1st or April 1st or both?
April 1st. Does anybody know if he has a bond or not, or
Doesn't have a bond.
there's no bond? All right, so your attorney will probably file a motion for bond to try to get you out, I would imagine. There's nothing else we do today other than give you a new court date. What?
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, may the interpreter get the case number again, please?
Yeah, hold on, let's hold him here for a minute, put his head.
Un momento.
Case number is 2020 CT 5361AO, and what did you say again? Tomorrow? Your attorney's already filed a motion to set bond, your hearing's tomorrow, and that will be downtown, I would assume, not here. Okay, so your attorney's already taken care of it. Probably transport you tomorrow, but may not.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, next one's Young. We're done with the interpreter, right? All right, should we say goodbye?
Thank you, Your Honor. My excuse.
Yes.
I'm still here.
We're talking
Not a
about
problem.
you. We're talking about you. All right, we'll see you.
No, thank you. Bye.
Oh, it's so fun getting old. You just laugh at everything. Just laugh at everything. Otherwise, you jump out the window. Okay, so this next one's Young with a PD? Nope. He's mental today. Okay.
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor, and enter a plea of not guilty.
All right, so I get set for a pretrial.
Division 80 pretrial conference will be March 31st, 9 a.m., courtroom 9C.
Zada. There he is. All right, it's a public defender case. Raymond for
Yes,
resisting without violence. He's got 40 days credit.
Your Honor, the offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit, time served, and Mr. Lozada would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
All right, then there would be court costs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state have a factual basis? I don't have anything.
One moment, Your Honor.
No, it's still open. It just says.
Cute. All right, so sir, do you understand your charge of resisting without violence?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You do? All right, have you had enough time to discuss everything with the Public Defender's Office?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand everything on the plea form you've signed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
So you're going to be released as to this case. I don't know if you have anything else holding you or not, but
He doesn't.
it doesn't? Okay.
Oh, I
Have a
didn't know if
fact-
you were progressing. It appears that defendant was about to be arrested on allegations of domestic violence. The law enforcement officer grabbed his arm in order to arrest him, and defendant started to run away. This happened in Orange County.
Okay. All right, so what is your plea to the charge? What is your plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept that plea. I'll follow your agreement, adjudicate you guilty, credit for 40 days in the county jail. You have court costs due within 180 days. If not, report to the clerk's office for a payment plan.
How can I check for the court costs and all that? For how much I need to? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, see you. Majors, Jesse Majors, public defenders here, resisting officer without violence,
Yes, sir.
providing false ID to law enforcement, there's 35 days credit.
Yes, Your Honor. The offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit, time served, and court costs. Mr. Major would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
That's both charges?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not.
Again, I don't have factual basis for any of these arraignments, so you're gonna be busy over there.
Law enforcement attempted to place defendant in handcuffs. A defendant tensed up and pulled away, took flight on foot. Law enforcement yelled for defendant to stop running, but he continued to run and was later detained. Defendant initially gave the name of Richard Wells. All of this happened in Orange County.
Thank you, Your Honor. No, 'cause you're only here for this.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's keep this moving.
You, right? So do you not want to?
I want to plea up to it, but the domestic violence. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm telling you.
All both of those charges were dropped.
Your Honor, would you be willing to hear about his domestic violence case today?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I can speak. Both of my domestic violence cases was dropped, and I was trying to see why is it still in the database. It was just dropped on the 19th.
Okay, I don't know anything about what you're talking about. What's that got to do with this?
That's where the falsifying information came from. They pulled it out of that statement from the recent domestic violence case. It was dropped, so they added on the falsifying information.
Your Honor, I was explaining that he's only here for arraignment on the resisting and the providing false ID.
Right.
He's asking about bond on the battery.
The battery, I have a bond on it, but it was dropped on the 19th. Miss Ashley Perez was my public defender at that time. And then that it was dropped, that I guess that only thing I was supposed to be facing was the resistance. But she told me they tried to add on the falsifying up out of that statement from the domestic violence that was recent. It's under the same case number as the resistance violence. She said she was going to try to see if they would fix the database. That's all that it was still in the database.
So does he have a DV case that was dropped that he's no bonded on?
It was two bonds. It was two of them. Both of them should have been dropped. One was dropped on the 8th, and the other one was dropped on the 19th. Not the 19th, but before the 19th, that Thursday.
Does that have to do with us?
And she said she was gonna try to fix the database.
Okay, so what are we doing on these cases, though?
On these cases, I was playing no contest accepting what the state offered.
You're going to take the state's offer and plead no contest. All right, so have you had
Wanted to
enough
make sure
time?
Nothing else was holding me.
Have you had enough time to discuss everything with the public defender's office now?
Yes, sir.
All right, is anybody forcing you to plead?
No, sir.
Did you read and understand everything on your plea form you've signed?
Yes, sir.
Have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, so you're then charged of resisting without violence. What is your plea?
No contest.
And providing false identification to law enforcement.
No contest.
All right, then I'll accept those pleas. I'll follow your agreement. There's an adjudication on each count, credit for time served of 35 days on each count. You have court costs on count 1. Do within 180 days or go to the clerk's office for a payment plan. Do we know anything about the other?
Your Honor, I believe there's nothing holding him.
Nothing else holding him?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're good to go? No. You sign. All right, your name?
Millette Courtney.
Okay, public defender's been appointed, trespassing a structure, there's 31 days credit.
Yes, Your Honor. And the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to Walmart located at 3101 West Princeton Street. And there is a cost of investigation in the amount of $77.03 to the Orlando Police Department. And Mr. Mallett would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
Okay, you have a factual yet?
Sure. Law enforcement responded to a trespass at the Walmart at 3101 West Princeton Street. The loss prevention officer reported seeing defendant in the store via video surveillance. The LPO stated that defendant was trespassed on November 27th of 2021 and had not been given permission to return.
Okay.
All events happened in Orange County.
All right, so you understand the trespassing charge?
Yes, sir.
And have you had enough time to speak with your public defender?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything on your plea form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, what is your plea to the trespassing charge?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept the plea, follow your agreement. You will be adjudicated guilty, sentenced to 31 days with credit for 31 days. You're not to return to the Walmart there on West Princeton Street. And you owe $77.03 to OPD plus your court costs. And that's due within 180 days, a report to the clerk's collection program. Oliver? All right, this is resisting without violence. Public defender's there with you. There's 74 days credit.
Your Honor, we're gonna enter, there's no offer there. We're gonna enter a plea of no contest. We're gonna enter a plea of not guilty.
All right. So we'll set that for pretrial.
Division 82, pretrial conference will be March 22nd at 9 a.m., courtroom 9B.
All right, Schuler? Medical? We'll appoint the public defender.
I will waive and enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay.
Division 85, pretrial conference is March 14th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4A.
All right, Stedman? Adam? So assault charge. What's that?
Are we,
That was a 5. No, 5 rooms.
it's a summons charge. Has he been served on this? He's been served?
I don't know.
It was saying email unit to have summons served. I'm not sure.
Do we know if he's been served, State?
This is a city, wait, bugger. I don't know yet, Your Honor. One moment.
In jail on something else, I assume?
He is.
On.
That's what I'm trying to figure was. All right.
Yes, Your Honor, he was served. He was served on the 15th, which was last Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So if you'll appoint us, Your Honor, I will enter a plea of not guilty.
Yes, you'll be appointed. Plea of not guilty.
Division 83, pre-trial conference will be March 14th, 8:30 a.m., courtroom 6B.
Okay. Will you do this one? Come on up. What's your name?
Hakeem Jones.
Yeah, we already did that one. Or that one. Looks familiar to me. Okay, maybe not. Okay, Mr. Jones, let's see here. Public defender is appointed today. You have a resisting without violence charge.
Let me see.
And then you're out on bond on a burglary.
Just give me a second. Your Honor, on the, there was an offer to resolve, but Mr. Jones has been deemed incompetent to proceed in the out on bond. So I would ask that you take no action on the out on bond. He does not meet the requirements of commitment, and that you set a bond on the resisting an officer.
Okay, state, has he been found incompetent?
I'm double checking that, Your Honor. There are competency hearings that are set, but I didn't see where he was actually deemed to be incompetent. But there are competency hearings that are set, Your Honor.
Is that what public defender means, or he's been adjudicated incompetent, or?
Your Honor, I don't remember seeing adjudication. I remember there were multiple evaluations done. The motion was filed by us saying we believe he's incompetent, and then the doctor found him not competent to proceed. And I cannot recall if there was an actual motion after that that actually adjudicated him incompetent.
Yeah, based on these facts, I wasn't going to revoke his bond anyway, so.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. So I just ask that you set a bond.
All right, so we'll not take any action on the felony 3896AO21 CF. And then on his new resisting, the bond set at 500 already, is that sufficient?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Rebecca Jurgens bonded.
She bonded?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
Ron St. Pierre bonded.
Okay.
Stephen Young is mental health.
Okay, Young is mental health. We'll appoint the public defender on the new charges, battery, trespassing, and petty theft.
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Okay. Problem is that on 3 other charges, or 2 other charges. And I'm going to revoke those bonds, go to no bond. It's the 21 CF 14308 AO and the 2022 MM 736 AO.
Your Honor, on the 2021 CF 14308 AO, there was a notice of non-filing on that case, so I would ask that you take no action.
All right, State, you're not filing that?
I'm double checking that right now, Your Honor. That is correct, Your Honor. Defendant was arrested November 3rd, and formal charges have not been filed yet.
Has there been a no information filed? You're not going
No,
to?
no. What she's saying is that we have not filed formal charges yet. It's still pending. It's just, he was held for the 33 days.
Okay. So you still may file charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is that what you meant, or did you mean there was a no information?
No, Your Honor, I believe they were waiting on, they haven't spoken to the victim, is what I got on the form. So they filed a notice of non-filing because they were waiting on the victim. They couldn't get in contact with the victim in that case, Your Honor.
All right, so on the new case, I'm going to stay the bonds at 500, 100, and 100. Order no contact with the victims, no return to the scene. At this point, I'm going to revoke the bond, or revoke the ROR on the 2021 CF 14308 AO. And no bond on the 2022 MM 736 AO. Yep, go to no bond.
Jamie Ferrera refused.
Okay, we'll appoint the public defender.
Your Honor, I would, I had a PC challenge.
Yeah, I think on the disorderly conduct, maybe?
Yes,
Looks like a
yes, Your Honor.
Looks like a trespassing only is what I have.
Yes, Your Honor. And I would ask for it to be reset for tomorrow. There is an offer to resolve that trespass, to see if he would come tomorrow. I would just ask for it to be reset.
Okay, reset for tomorrow for a plea,
Yes.
hopefully.
Manuel Nunez is mental health.
Mental health. PD will be appointed.
And Your Honor, again, I didn't see any type of competency, so I would ask that he be reset for tomorrow. There is a plea to resolve his case.
Okay, we'll reset it for a plea tomorrow.
Aaron Robinson is mental health.
And in that case, Your Honor, I will waive. She does have multiple mental health issues.
Okay, so we'll stay that bond at 250.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, can you give me the case number, please?
That one's 2022 MO 204 AO.
Thank you.
All right, what's your name?
I'm sorry, John Rivera.
All right, you're here on a disorderly conduct charge. We'll appoint the public defender's office.
And Your Honor, the offer from the state is a withhold of adjudication, credit time served, and court cost. I did speak to Mr. Vetter. He would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
All right, 2022 MO 206 AO.
Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry, Your Honor. Oh, boy. Hopefully I don't do that again.
All right, so you understand your charge?
Yes.
Have you had enough time to speak with the public defender's office? And was he have 2 days credit?
2 days, correct.
There's a factual basis in the arrest affidavit, so what is your plea?
No contest.
No contest?
All right, we'll accept the plea. And you understood everything on the plea form you've signed? The form you just signed covers all your rights you're giving up?
Yes.
All right. So we'll withhold adjudication, credit for 2 days' time served. You have court costs due within 180 days, or report to the clerk's office.
Yes, sir.
You good. You'll be released.
Okay? Bonded. You bonded out in PTR? Okay. Bonded, okay. All right, your name? Alan, this is 2022 CF 2010AO. Possession of methamphetamines, cocaine with a firearm, cannabis, drug paraphernalia, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, resisting officer without violence. Public defender is appointed. All right, anything from the state on these bonds or anything?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll stay the bonds. 7,500, 7,500, 1,000, 500, 4,000, and 1, and 500. Runner's next. Is that your name? All right. Possession of heroin and drug paraphernalia, 2022 CF 1995 AO. Public defender is appointed. Anything from the state on the bond amounts?
No, Your Honor.
1,000 and 500. Your name?
Angel Stefan.
All right, this is 2022 CF 1991 AO, aggravated battery with a weapon, petty theft. We're going to order no contact with a victim. You're not to possess any weapons. Anything else state on bonds?
No, Your Honor.
It's 5,250.
Your Honor, as he was at the victim's place, even though it's a tent, I would also ask for no return.
Yes, no return to the victim's residence. Okay. All right, your name?
Trying to plead.
Felix, this is 2022 CF 1996 AO. Possession of meth. Bond is set at $1,000. Public defender is appointed. What's that? There's another case? Yes, here it is.
Yes, Your Honor, in regards to that other case, the sale and delivery of cocaine, we had gotten word, from one of the clerks that the offense date was, for February the 28th, 2022. So I'm thinking they didn't want the case to be heard, I guess, until the warrant got fixed. Because the offense date, hasn't happened yet.
All right. So, the new charge, February 20th. Yeah, warrant reflects. So, date, supposedly the officer's gonna fix the date on that warrant and resubmit it, I guess?
Yes?
So what do you want me to do at this point with it?
Fix a date.
Well, Your Honor, if it's not before the court, as it doesn't have the proper date, I would ask that you do nothing.
Well,
That's in the Florida State statute.
he was picked up on it, right?
Florida State statute, ain't no fixing that.
That warrant was served on him?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, it's a valid warrant. There's maybe a typographical error on a date. So there is that warrant, as far as I'm concerned, it's $7,500.
Your Honor, I would object until the date is fixed. Your Honor, it's stating that this offense occurred in the future.
Right. Obviously, that's a clerical error.
Statute state on something like that.
Do we have the arrest affidavit anywhere on this for the warrant?
Let me see that.
No. I do
Yeah, I
not.
don't have.
Nobody has it?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, well, like I said, there is a warrant here. It appears to have a typographical error on the date. The judge issued it. It's bond is $7,500.
I think they just put it inside of the arrest for the possession, Your Honor. It's showing, that's the only reference made to the warrant, but I don't have the warrant, the actual facts of the warrant.
I do not have that either, Your Honor. Have the clerks assigned a case number to it? Because I don't see a case number for this offense either.
What's on the paperwork is 2022 CF 2030 AW. Nope, that's the other one. 2030, no, that's it. Is that it? That's it. 2030, AW?
No.
Oh, it's an AO?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's a bad O.
Yeah. I agree.
I see it.
That's sad, what that is.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And they misspelled his name too.
Yeah, that's all I have. I don't have anything else.
No.
Yeah, it's not showing me the facts. It just shows the warrant.
I mean, he was picked up on it, right? So he's, I'm gonna give him the $7,500 bond, so he can bond out if that's what he wants to do or can.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and then you can deal with the warrant issue later. All right, your name?
Rocky Vitato Jr.
What is it?
Rocky Vitato Jr.
All right. Okay, you have a charge of grand theft of motor vehicle. Bond was set at $1,000. You're to have no contact with the victim. And then you're out on bond, it says. Public defender's appointed. Possession, okay.
I can't tell. Your Honor, given that it's I don't know if he's out, is he also out on the driving while license suspended?
Yeah, they put it all on, under that one CF case.
Okay, I see.
So that's gonna be revoked and go to no bond. And the PD's appointed.
On all three cases?
Yep.
Oh. Let the attorney has to file a motion.
All right. Your name?
Luis Gonzalez, sir.
Gonzalez, yours is 2022 CF 2009 AO. Possession of burglary tools, loitering or prowling. Those bonds are 500 and 500. And then you're out on bond, it looks like, on the 2021 CF 12735 AO.
Your Honor, given that they're drug offenses, and not related, I would ask that if you are inclined to revoke, you revoke in double, as opposed to holding him at no bond.
Not based on his history there.
Oh.
Be revoked and go to no bond. The felony judge can make that decision. Matthew Heaton.
Right here, sir.
2022 CF 1987 AO. Aggravated battery with a weapon. Order no contact with a victim. And bond is set at 5,000, stayed at 5,000. PD's appointed. All right, your name?
Shaquille Johnson.
Johnson. Public Defenders appointed 2021 CF 8287AO. There's a failure to appear at no bond. And then you have possession, oh, you're out on that other charge. I'll take no action on that.
Refused. And I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
Or waive his appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So there's a battery with a prior. Bond was set at $2,500. No contact with the victim. No return to the scene. Let me see before we go on from that one. Anything from the state on that one?
No, Your Honor.
Take misdemeanors. Failure to appear. Based on his history, I'm going to set his bond at 5,000. No contact. Okay, then we have, what's your name? Okay, public defenders appointed. I've got a PC question on this. Does anybody else? I already saw the co-defendant. I found probable cause for him, but I don't know what she did other than just being there.
Agree. You want 24 hours? No?
Your Honor, I would argue that they were in it together. So the actions of one is the actions of both.
What did, I don't know what she did. She talked, according to the victim, she talked about killing him, but
Your Honor, if they were in it together, if one does it, it's the actions of both. They're co-defendants.
I would argue.
well, there might be a conspiracy of some sort, or
I would argue no PC, Your Honor. Again, all she stated was she might kill somebody, but other than that, there's no actions by my client. As far as the kidnapping is concerned, false imprisonment, tampering, assault and burglary.
so you want 24 hours for more PC?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, PD's appointed, 24 hours for PC. They'll bring you back tomorrow. What is your name? Mr. Lewis, this is 2022 CF 2005AO. Possession of a whole bunch of stuff here. You have, looks like meth, possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, tampering with physical evidence, possession of cannabis and paraphernalia. Anything from the state on those bonds?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll stay those, 1,000, 4,000, 1,500, and 500.
Your Honor, would you be inclined to release my client on RR? He can't afford the bond.
No, not at this time.
Carlos Robolito is medical.
Okay, let me see, where are we? Carlos, it is medical,
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
okay. Did I give you that already? No, here it is. Have a Raymundo Rivera. Jose? That was what?
That was the Raymundo Rivera guy?
Oh, we already did that one? That's right, there was two of them. Yeah, different date of birth.
The 2003 bonded out.
What's the, is there a booking number on it?
22004034.
That one bonded.
Okay. Well, we got it straightened up. Okay, so who do we have here next? You said someone,
Robledo.
okay, and what are we doing with that one? Medical, so the PD's gonna enter a,
I'm gonna, waive the appearance, Your Honor.
okay. All right, we'll stay the bonds. State, you have anything on the bonds?
Hey, Your Honor.
1,000, 100, 500, 500, 1,000.
Your Honor, for count two, I have $1,000.
Count 2, 1,000, yes. Count 1, 1,000, count 2, 1,000, 500, 500, 1,000.
Paul Smith bonded.
Okay, Smith's done. All right, what is your name?
Courtney Sadama.
Okay, you have public defender appointed, and these are charges of basically placing a cell phone in the juvenile detention facility for an inmate there. 2 counts, bonds of $100 and $2,500. Let's see. All right, anything from the public defender or state on that?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Your Honor, she, it looks like she has not been screened for pretrial release. I would just ask that she be able to at least be screened, and if she qualifies, given that she has no history,
Right, I was
be
wondering why she
released.
didn't qualify. Is there a reason she's not qualifying, or,
We didn't screen her. She was in Safe Book.
okay,
I just ask that she be screened, and if she qualifies, then she be released on pretrial release, and if not, then, stay the bonds that you.
all right, so we'll, release her pre-trial release. If she doesn't qualify, then the bonds will be stayed at $100 and $2,500.
Gavin Whitwell bonded.
Okay. Williams. Okay, what is your name?
Keon Williams.
Okay, this is 2022 CF 1986 AW, charge of cruelty to animals. That bond is $1,000. And let's see.
Given, I don't see any other conviction history on his record, and given that the out on bond is a nonviolent offense, I would ask that you take no action on the out on bond charge.
All right, he's alleged to have thrown his ex-girlfriend's dog over the railing or something here, 2nd floor. So I'm gonna order him no contact with the alleged owner of the dog. Looks like Jennifer. The last name is P-A-I-S-I-M-O-N-D, so you have no contact with her whatsoever. That bond will be stated at 1,000. And then on your 2021 CF 7268AW, that bond will be revoked and go to no bond. You need to see a felony judge before you're released.
Your Honor, just for the courts, he is currently working. He would lose his job. Given that these are the only charges he's he has. I would ask if you are inclined to revoke, you consider revoking and doubling. Looks like he paid $1,000. I would ask for a $2,000 bond on the out on bond. At least he can keep his job. He has 0 failures to appear, no other violent history.
All right, that request is denied.
Call the number so we can settle here. Okay.
What's your name?
Matthew Williams, sir.
All right, you're here on a burglary of a structure, petty theft. It's 2022 CF 50780.
I've been in the disability program, so I don't know when this happened.
Okay, hold on. Let me appoint the public defender so she can help you. It says January 13th of this year. Those bonds are $5,000 and $1,000. You're not to return to the location. No contact with victims or witnesses. Then is he out on bond or? And it looks like you're out on bond on 22 CF, 2021 CF 12940AO.
Your Honor, I believe he's been deemed incompetent to proceed in the, looks like the 19 MM 257AO, 21 CF 2947AO. All the cases noted underneath the trespass. All these cases.
He was judged incompetent already on those?
Just double checking, he was judged. Looks like in the 2885, we had to withdraw, so he has regional conflict counsel.
All right, so State, what do you want to do with these?
The out on bond, Your Honor, we can just, no action.
All right, so the out on bond will take no action for the State, and then we'll stay as other bonds at $5,000 and $1,000. No return, no contact with the victims or witnesses. That's Walgreens, it looks like. And not to possess alcohol or illegal drugs, according to the arrest warrant. Anything else? That's it? What's that? Okay. All right. Take care, sir. All right. That's it? All right. We'll be in recess.
Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.